We often quit on our healing process. And I think there's a point where we wear out. We run out of hope, we run out of options, we run out of choices that are productive to us. And I wish of all things is that we could distribute Ortho-Bionomy out for people who have lost hope, for people who don't recognize the brilliance of their own ability to heal. And that just by being in relationship to someone else who's supporting your system, not bossing your system through their protocol, their agenda, that this is an opportunity for you to come into yourself and heal on every level, your body, your mind, your soul. It's there for you, and it's not the journey you expect it to be. It's always better.
Well, if they're a layperson, the first advice I would give them is go to massage school. That would be the first advice I give them, because in the state where I live, you can't get a license to practice unless you're a massage therapist. So that needs to be the first thing they do. Otherwise, you do all this great Ortho-Bionomy training and you can't legally touch someone. So for many people in many places in the country, massage education has to come first, unfortunately. So that would be the first advice I would get. If someone was an Ortho-Bionomy interested person who was a massage therapist, I'd say take a class. See if it speaks to you. It isn't for everybody. And I've found over the years that people who want to be the boss, people who want to be in charge, don't like the work so much, because you don't get to be in charge. It's a dance, You work with somebody rather than do something to them. So if you want to be in charge, look into deep tissue.
Ortho-Bionomy doesn't oppose anything, and I think that's true. You can mix it with reflexology, kinesiology, counselling. You can mix it with anything. I'm a mediator in the courts in New South Wales, and I use Ortho-Bionomy Phase 5 when I'm working with the clients, the parties at court. So I think that you can transpose and transfer the skills of Ortho-Bionomy, because it's a principle-based work and it works with the principles. You can transfer it not only into the healing arts, but to any line or any vocation or any situation that you have in your life. It works. It's a lifestyle. It's an evolution. I find it's a place in my body that I access.
Ortho-Bionomy would make a difference for Zach because it would be a simpler way to release contractions in his muscles. It wouldn't necessarily involve pain. It would be comfortable. It would be easy. It would be intelligent.
Engaging in the journey of Ortho-Bionomy and learning Ortho-Bionomy or bringing it into your life is just, it's such an amazing, worthwhile journey for your own self. And I think that's the most worthwhile part of it, You come out with some skills to help other people, which is really the bonus. And the other piece I think that I would tell people, because I do think we have an enormous amount, it's a big ocean, There's a lot to learn in this work, and it's never ending. That's one of the things that I love about the work. But I think it's just to recognize that it's always a process, and to be comfortable where you are in the process.
Yeah,
take
it as fast or as slow.
Yeah, and that, it's like if you just kind of show up and pay attention and practice those principles to the best of your ability in any given moment, it's like it will happen. You will evolve. It will happen. The work will happen inside of you, and I think that the sooner that we get comfortable with that, and we can kind of get out of our own way and get out of our self-judgments and all that it gives it more space to open up and come in.
The thing that I think is so different with Ortho-Bionomy is we have the capacity to support and increase and cultivate and strengthen resilience. And that's huge to me. That's huge to me. And so there's an element of presence, and then we give people the skills to have the reflexes within their own system to be able to find right relationship, to be able to be comfortable no matter what the issue is, no matter what pain or suffering is going on. And that to me is the jewel of Ortho-Bionomy. That to me is why I keep coming back to this work and I keep finding new things. It's beautiful.